Well, welcome to video number 6. This is our last video together, and this will be covering Chapter 11 and Chapter 13. Chapter 11 focuses on the social organization of the state as an institution organized to maintain legitimized power and authority in society. The state represents the government, law, and social policy, along with the courts and the criminal justice system. The government also maintains control over the military, and the U.S. government participates in international policymaking on a global basis. All of these actions have an impact on feminist studies. The state further plays a role in the maintenance of social values, the control over social order, and the enforcement of social power. The state is therefore a significant institution for understanding the status of women in society. It is also central in institutionalizing social changes to support improving conditions for women and marginalized people, and is therefore implicated in social justice efforts. A few legislative efforts I would like to underscore include the Equal Rights Amendment, which was originally introduced to Congress in 1923. The act stated, calling for equality of rights under the law shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of sex, and it was ratified by Congress 50 years later in 1972. However, it was not ratified by the states and was officially defeated in 1982 for failure to achieve state ratification. The United States legal system has deep roots to the common law system found in England. Under the common law, women were subject to a condition called femme couvre, or covered woman. This meant that the husband and wife, when they became married, were one, and that the wife was his property. You will learn about public policy initiatives to adapt this original common law approach. The chapter contains a summary on the myths and misconceptions about affirmative action and provides glimpses into the status of women in law enforcement and the military. The chapter readings include an original work by Susan B. Anthony, authored in 1898, calling for the right for women to vote, an article on Title IX, a discussion of delinquent girls, and the plight of parents in poverty. There are also 2 global pieces involving the points of view from women in Afghanistan and Bosnia. And as we conclude this chapter, I ask you to consider, how does the state function as a conduit for systems of inequality and privilege? We now move on to our final chapter of the semester, Chapter 13, providing an overview of activism, change, and feminist futures. The chapter revisits the heritage of women's studies and discusses how feminist practices may improve the quality of women's lives. It addresses contemporary life in the United States, discusses activism, and the way individuals, groups, and communities can work together to affect change. The chapter addresses feminist visions, overviews social trends, and provides insights into the implications for the future, and explores what it is meant to live with feminist-inspired integrity. You will learn about activism with articles such as How to Learn the Modern Art of Protest and Principles of Environmental Justice. The chapter contains an overview of women working for peace, with a listing of female Nobel Prize laureates. Lastly, the chapter concludes with various articles including the catchy title, Fear of Feminism, Why Young Women Get the Willies. You will also see Michael Kimmel's article on why real men join the movement, a discussion on the concept of black backlash, and several other poignant articles. During the course of this class, you have gained knowledge of the social, economic, and political forces shaping women's lives today. As you move forward in your life, I encourage you to examine these factors and perform in your life as a thinking individual, one who can discern aspects of privilege and inequity, and as needed, step forward with your own activism to share your knowledge, your words, and your actions with those around you. Thank you.